Real quick before the video gets started, we've got shirts designed by yours truly, available in large, extra large, and 2XL. If you're interested in picking up one to support the channel, check the link in the description below. On to the video. Welcome back to another Tech Junkie video. This video was requested by a few people in Instagram messages. I also had a couple of people leave comments on my video where I posted that I'd sold the T-Rex and bought the Durango. People want to know what I prefer most, the T-Rex or the Durango, now that I've driven both. It's a hard choice to make because there are things that I love about both. In a perfect world, I could own both, but you know, my channel is not monetized. I don't make money off of YouTube. My day-to-day life affects which vehicles I drive, my job and my work. Most people, you know, have to make those kinds of decisions. What do you want more, one or the other? Now that I've had a little more than a week to drive around with the Durango, I'm ready to make some pros and cons on the T-Rex versus the Durango. So, okay, so if you're talking purely aesthetics, just how does this truck or car or SUV look? I have to go with the T-Rex. The T-Rex is a big, bulky machine, and I loved it. I really did, and I hope that I can get another one day. I very much do. The truck is nearly perfect. I don't have a lot of negative things to say about the truck. Now, I mean, who wouldn't want a 700 horsepower super truck? Love the T-Rex. I can't say negative things about the T-Rex. So don't take anything that I say about the Durango as being negative towards the T-Rex. But outside of the cosmetics of the truck looking meaner and more badass and being such a cool truck, I still have to lean towards the Durango if I could only have one. And for the simple fact is I'm a family guy. My kids, my family, that's my life, and the Durango suits our needs better. It's a more practical vehicle, even though, you know, it's a 710 horsepower Hellcat SUV. The space that we have to stretch out, the amenities that this Durango offers versus what we had in the TRX, it suits my style, it suits my family better. With that said, I did buy a T-Rex that was a little bit more than a base model. It had a few more options than the base model did, but not by much. Now, my Durango is almost fully loaded. The only thing that this Durango is missing is blind spot alert and sunroof. It has every other thing that I could have wanted except for those two features. It's pretty loaded, and that could play a factor. If I had a fully loaded TRX, we may have a different conversation today, but at the same time, again, the Durango seats 6 and I have 4 kids. The TRX, you could fit 6 people in it, but it wasn't comfortable and it probably wasn't safe. So still, we have to go with the Durango there. Again, this is not complaining about the TRX at all. If it was just me, I'd probably have the T-Rex all day, just bar none. Now, as far as the cosmetics of the Durango goes, the Durango is a mean looking beast. It's not as mean looking as the TRX, but you know, the TRX is way bigger than the Durango. I have very little to say negative about the Durango. I have a full pros and cons video coming up for what I love and don't like about the Durango, and the negatives are very, very few. So with that said, if I could only have one, cosmetically it's the TRX by just a little bit, but everything else, it's got to be the Durango. That's just my choice. I stick to it. Now, I've said this before, the Hellcat Challenger is my dream car. The Charger, close second, very, very close second. But those cars aren't practical for me with my family. It's not practical for me to spend that kind of money on a vehicle that I can't haul my boat with and go out and do family things. Jess loves her Hellcat. It's not on Jess to have a vehicle that hauls our boat for family time. So she can have the car. One of these days I will get myself a Challenger or a Charger again. That's my ultimate dream. So if the debate is only between the Durango and the TRX, it's Durango all day. The Durango is closest to my dream car. Like, driving the Durango reminds me of when I had my Charger. If the Durango feels and drives more like a Charger than it does anything else. It doesn't sit really high off the ground. Still has an 8,000 plus pound towing capacity, which I love. Again, we'll talk about more on that in the pros and cons video, but for the sake of this particular video, only having one, the TRX or the Durango, it's the Durango all day, 99 times out of 100. And with the one time being, if I didn't have a family, 99 times out of 100, it's the Durango. So we're going to stick with that, drive this Durango, and love it. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out all the videos we've got coming up for the Durango and for the Hellcat Challenger. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Make sure you subscribe. We have some big things planned for when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Once we get this channel monetized and can afford to spend more money on these builds. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys' support, and y'all take it easy.